After NIO successfully launched their two models yesterday and deliveries are starting on Tuesday, many of the people, or one question that is on NIO's investors' minds right now is that how much gross margins will NIO be able to generate from these new models, because we know that they've introduced quite a number of features in these models, and one just has to wonder how many, or if whether the gross margins will get closer to 20% for the NIO main brand as NIO projected last year. And the answer is, I think, yes, because one of the things that we've already discussed that is going to help NIO on improving their gross margins is obviously they are developed in-house chip changing for autonomous driving. They are also SkyOS operating system, and over and above this, there is something that so many people, I think, we tend to forget. I had forgotten about this until I saw it from one of the people on X talking about it. That is the price of battery. Prices of batteries have been coming down quite sharply, and you know that a battery on EV cars is one of the biggest component in that car, or one of the most expensive component in that car. I mean, the batteries, price of batteries, we have seen roughly of how much batteries are costing onto these EV car makers. But some batteries can cost even up to $42,000. That is the 150 kilowatts hour battery from NIO, which is why NIO is not even giving an option for that battery to be bought, because the price of it is similar to the price of a brand new NIO car, ET5 sedan, ET5 touring. So this is why that battery is not being sold. But again, coming to what we are saying, the gross margins, because the lithium prices are coming down, as you know that the batteries that are being utilized by EV companies like NIO produce, or lithium is one of the most important components that makes those batteries to be the way they are. And knowing that the price of lithium is dropping, prices of battery is also dropping. And by the way, Goldman Sachs sometime end of last year came and said that by 2026 we could see the prices of a battery going down by over 50%. And this was from October of 2024. So where the prices of batteries were in October, by 2026 the prices could drop by another 50%, which this, you will notice that car companies, in terms of, yes, NIO last year dropped the battery rentals, but car companies have not really put this into cognizance. In car companies, this saves a lot of car companies, because then it means that the price that they are buying these batteries is not that expensive anymore, and this will improve the gross margins or vehicle margins of the car. I mean, you'll notice that Goldman Sachs said that, of course, prices of batteries, or average battery prices on EV cars dropped from $153 per kilowatt hour in 2022 to $149 in 2023, and they are expecting they expected that by end of last year the prices would have fallen to $111, and by 2026 the prices would have fallen to $80 per kilowatt hour. This is by 2026, which is almost 50% from the 153 kilowatt hour we started seeing, or as the price for battery per kilowatt hour back in 2022. So this is good news, because this also just means that the more the prices of battery drop, the more gross margins will improve. There are so many times where obviously the CEO himself of NIO has also said that because of prices of lithium going down and battery prices also going down, this has a very, very big impact onto the gross margins that NIO gets to generate, which is something that is very good. And this shows us the progress that we are going to continue seeing of gross margins of NIO getting to profitability, which is something that, my dear friends, it's really, really good. So yeah, man, I am very happy. I am excited. When I read this, I just thought I'd come and give you this story, because yes, we've been talking about the SkyOS operating system. We've been talking about the chips that NIO is using into their car. We've been talking about the factories that NIO is producing their car, all of their car themselves. They are no longer producing it with a partner, which this also does help with the gross margins. Then now someone was talking about the battery, which I had forgotten about this one. It's important that this one gets to be factored in, which simply means, or it just simply means that gross margins will continue improving for NIO, even though they did not change the price of these models. The gross margins will improve, which is why it's also very, very good that we take cognizance of the fact that even though discounts might be there on these EV car makers, the gross margins might not be compromised that much, because there is a lot that is happening in the background that we might still don't know, like the prices of EV batteries going down, which is something that with that we know that they can be able to offer some discounts, which is great, amazing, exciting, and it just makes me to want to load the boat. So I am happy, man. I am excited. Blue sky is coming, a long term will win. But anyways, with NIO, one thing that you will know is that they give you an option to buy a car without a battery, because in as much as the prices of batteries are going down, battery prices are still expensive on EVs, and therefore you will need to obviously have a plan as to what will happen if your car is to go out of warranty and you are to be found, or your battery is to be found with fault. Because this year, from March, China has started doing conducting tests annually on each and every EV car out there. So as a EV driver or EV user in China, it is compulsory for you that you take your car to the testing, or to China testing stations for batteries, and they check if your battery is still in good condition. Or they don't want to trigger some risks in terms of what could happen if obviously these batteries are not being tested and they caught fire in the middle of the road, people die. So they are trying to put as much as they can in terms of the mitigation measures they can use to make sure that they prevent this from happening, which is a very, very good thing. This is a very good thing, my dear friends, and like I said, it's something that favors NIO's battery swapping stations, right? So like this video, tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Like this video, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content, because it takes me some time to make these videos, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up so that at least it gets to be pushed out there. Those that have been sharing the videos, I want to thank you guys. Those that have been subscribing, I thank you. Those that have been liking the videos, I thank you, because without you, this channel would not be where it is today. And let's continue spreading out the good news about NIO, and let's invite more people in so that ultimately we squeeze out the short sellers, the naysayers, because we know that NIO is set for greatness. What NIO has been doing, they've been trying to show us that, look, they are in this game for the long term, and they will never be dethroned as the leader in this fast growing EV space. Tell me what you think. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, my dear friends, and God bless you all.